Miniature Market has thousands of board games at discounted prices. Click the direct link below to see all of those discounted games. Hello my friends, today we are gazing upon the beautiful rainbow, because today we're taking a look at a game called Rainbow, which has a rainbow of different colors, and it's a card ladder climbing game. So let me show you how it's played. I'll see you on the other side. Rainbow is a vibrant card game that has numbers 1 through 6. There's 10 of each of the cards, and if you look closely, you can see that all 6 cards actually make one big rainbow picture. You're trying to have the most points in the game. At the beginning of the game, there's going to be 1 card per player placed in the middle. These are worth face value. These are worth 6. This is worth 1. You're trying to, if you win the hand, you're going to get 6. If you're second place, you'll get 6. If you're in third place, you'll get 5. If you're second to last, you get 2. If you're last in this hand, you'll get 1 point. On your turn, you can do, you have a couple options. One is you can always play a single card regardless of what any other player plays. So let's say this player plays a single 4. Now, let's say the next player plays a 5. Now let's say the next player plays, in this case, they're going to play a pair of 3s, like this. So they've played 2 cards, this player's played 1, this player has played 1. Now, what's going to happen is we have 2 more players to play. Now that a type of a set has been played, it's either pairs or runs. In this case, it's pair. All the rest of the players this round either have to play a single card, because you always can, or this type of set, a pair of cards, or a set of cards. They could actually play more than a pair. They could play 3 3s or 3 5s or anything. As long as they're playing sets of cards, they're fine. That match it. So in this case, it's all the same. So the next player might play 2 1s. Okay. Now there's 1 player left, and let's say that they play maybe 3 of the same card. Let's say that they play 3 4s. So 3 4s wins because it's the most cards. If you're tied for the most cards, it's the highest number. So 3 4s is going to win. Second place is going to be 2 3s because it's 2 cards and this is 3s. Even if this was a 6 and this was a 6, if you add them up, this wins because it's 2 cards and it's the next highest. So this player is going to get second place. This player is going to get third place because they have 2 cards. It's always the amount of cards first, tiebreaker is then the numbers. Then this player, then this player. So in that order, players are going to be grabbing these face-up points. Here's one of the big twists. All the cards that were used to play this round are the scoring cards for next round, and they always pair up. So we have 2 4s. So we have an 8, a 6, a 5, and a 2. So the most you could ever get is a 12 having 2 6s. If there was like another 4 instead of like, let's say this 5, it would have went like this, because it would have been 8 8 6 4 2, like that. The most you can have is 2 of anything. So it's very interesting because the cards that you're playing are setting up next round scoring. You could be setting yourself up for something big. Now again, in addition to playing a single card you can play anytime, players can play different sets. In this case, it is a run. So now the next player could either play a single card, because you always can, or they can place a run, like maybe a 5 or 6, 5 and 6. And maybe somebody else plays a 3, 4, and 5, and they place that out there like that. And let's say that some other player just says, you know what, I'm out of here, I'm just playing a 1. So maybe that's that. So in this case, here's the biggest run. This player is going to draw first. Second biggest run is tied with this in cards, but this one has the biggest numbers. This is the third, but this is the next one, this is the next one, and this is the next one. Now we have a 12, a 10, a 4, a 3, and a 2. Now this one, you won't need this. This will kind of hang around and be added to the score pile for next round, because you only need to take as many as how many players are there. So they'll all sort of carry over to the next round as well. That's pretty much it. You'll keep playing until the end of the game, and this part's pretty interesting. And that's if you end up going out, the rounds will continue if only 1 player goes out, which means once you've gone out, you have no cards left. If you are the only one, other players are going to be able to play more rounds and get points. So you might want to use all your cards early to win all the big points, but that gets combated with if you run out of cards too early, because you've played all these powerful runs and gotten powerful points, there's going to be multiple rounds of you not playing and other players getting points. However, the game ends when more than 1 player has gone out. So if there's 2 players racing to the end playing big things, that can change the length of the game. So players can kind of do that and sort of change the agency of the length of the game, which is a very interesting part of this. At the end, you're going to count up all the point cards that you've scored. Whoever has the most is the winner. Yeah, Rainbow. First thing I like about it, it is beautiful and vibrant. I just love the art. I love the cards, the way they look. And I think it's cool that if you put 1 through 6, you get that whole sort of panoramic picture there. It's pretty cool. This is a ladder climbing game with flexibility. And I really like this because a lot of times ladder climbing games, it's like someone plays a set and you're like, a lot of times you either have to like beat that set or pass. But here it's like, no, you probably are going to win this one, but you know what? I want to come in second because second's going to get just as many points as first. So I'll play a set that's just a little lower than yours, but bigger than everybody else's. I like that. Or you say, you know what? You guys are winning this. There's a big spread down below that the numbers aren't that different. I'm just going to throw a single 1 down there and play nothing really. And I'm still going to get not that many less points than you. And I love that. It's so interesting. And that uses basically like a mechanism that I love in a popular classic game called For Sale. For the second half of that game, there's a bunch of cards out there with money, and you're playing the cards that you won through auctions earlier. They're numbered cards. And it's the same thing. The higher number gets the first one, the lower one gets the low one. But it's the distribution of the cards that come out that you're fighting over that really changes your strategy. You can have a hand of cards, and a certain level of scoring cards are out there. And you will play that completely differently than if there is a different distribution of cards out there. That is awesome. That means that this game has like an unlimited replayable puzzle that you're trying to figure out when's the right time to go big and when's the right time to sort of slough in there and not break up sets and save yourself for the right time. And it's all about opportunistic playing the card for the right time when the scoring's right. I love that. But then the other really great twist is the cards played are the scoring cards for next round. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know what? I'm going to be losing this one bad. I'm going to not break up a set. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a card. I can see what's out there. I'm last to go. I'm going to set up so that there is a maximum 12 out there. And because I know that I'm going to have a huge set next time, right? Or you play something really big, hoping to lead next time because the thing you're running big has high numbers. Likely someone else is going to play high numbers, so the scoring is likely going to be big next round. But other people might see that and go, ooh, that player's going to run that. There's a 6 out there. I'm not throwing a 6, right? Because I don't want them to win it next round because they're going to be able to lead. Stuff like that. There's lots of strategy. It's so simple, but the little twists here are just so brilliant. It's just awesome. And last final thing is it fits in your pocket, literally. These are the new small pocket games from Allplay. They're like $10 and they just fit in your pocket. This is one of those games that I would carry everywhere. It's so great. Overall, I love the game. Only thing I didn't love about the game is I feel like the game it really shines at 3 and 4 players. You get more turns. I think you get like 13 or 14 turns. When you play with like 6 players, you only get 9 turns. So the game's not quite as long. The game's a little bit more chaotic. Would I turn down a play of this with 5 or 6 players? No. The game is still really fun. Is it better with 3 and 4, and is it its best at 3 and 4? I think it is. It's a little less chaotic. You can kind of plan a little bit more, and you get more turns. It's still fun with 5 or 6. I'd still never turn down a game of it, but 3 or 4 where it shines, and so that's the only negative here I have for the game. But overall, the game is amazing. It's so fun. It's going to be coming out, I think it just left the factory, so probably a little bit more than a month. I'm going to guess beginning of October it's going to be out. But this is a no-brainer. And because it's so accessible, yet so deep, and it has these little twists that are so awesome, and it fits in your pocket, all these reasons, it's going to get a Saxophone Serenade. So this is my highest honor, and we're going to hit it up with a Saxophone Serenade. But before so, this has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships with board games, and helping you find the next one you love. Let's hit it. Game Toppers upgrades every game you play, and their 4.5 Kickstarter introduced the new Galactic Mycroft and Watson Game Toppers with interchangeable rail inlays, as well as new game mats, miniature gaming terrain packs, leg kit options, dining covers, accessories, and amazing package deals. The campaign recently ended, but it's not too late to pledge late at GameToppersLLC.com.